and down readings with my pressure. So I had to go to the clinic every morning to have my pressure checked and recorded. And I was, well, keep visiting the casualty. I had an ECG done, and there wasn't anything to be concerned about. But with Dr. Isilma visited, I was recommended to see her when she came here. At that time, I was clocking 268 pounds based on their records. But after they would have left, I think I gained a few more pounds. And down to October. And at that time, I had a discussion with Dr. Fergus, who was encouraging me as a young person I should really be having this kind of problems, and she had recommended MRI, I think it was, as well as she was hearing some heart murmuring. And having heard that and trekking to the clinic every morning to have this pressure checked, I said, look, I'm too young to be going through this. She encouraged me. She wanted to find out what exercise I was doing. I used to do exercises, but very casual exercises. And although I pretty much normally do a balanced diet, it was in terms of how I ate and when I ate. And the issue was that most of you would know that I'm a workaholic. So I would work very early and I would leave very late. And that contributed to some of the bad habits, I must say, I had in terms of sometimes not eating breakfast, then you go through lunch, and then later you feel hungry, and then you eat until you're full. So although you eat a plate of food, you still feel hungry and you eat something else. And then in the evenings, I would eat late, and then I go to sleep. So you know what would happen with all of that food. No activity to really burn it off. And that was one of my regular patterns. It wasn't a matter of what I was eating, because during that time, I don't use sugar in my teas. I make sure that my plate looked colorful because I don't like bland food. And it wasn't a matter of, as I said, what I was eating, but it's when I was eating and what, not moving my body. My husband used to say you have to harass the body to get the weight down. And his terms of harassment was my terms of harassment. So I, having had the advice from the doctor and really stopping and thinking of myself, in October, when I got a break from work, couldn't travel because I had lost my trip to go earlier due to work commitments. And I decided to spend my holiday in Montserrat. Now, normally, I don't get a holiday when I'm in Montserrat. So this time I decided, if I even have the phone, I'm not going to answer any calls from 9 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Because each day I would plan where I'm going to visit in Montserrat. And I refused to answer any emails. So I pretended that I was not in Montserrat. And if my phone rang, I didn't answer it. And if people meet me out and say, I sent you an email, I said, I know, but I'm on vacation. So I took it literally that this was my me time, and recognizing that all of us need that time to start focusing on ourselves. So part of that was getting up in the mornings and going for a walk through our back road. I live in Manjak, so I would go down through the back and go over to St. John's and back. Now it used to take me about an hour and a half to do that. Even though it was heavy, I wasn't all that bad because I was very flexible still. Now that would take me just about an hour. But in doing it, you needed that support. And one of the support is that I used to go on my own, and then I get a walker to come along with me, and then I meet other people on the way as I walk. And having the encouragement from my neighbors when I walk back, they would say, okay, I see something happening, although I didn't see anything happening, but just getting the encouragement that they were seeing something happening. But what made me know that something was happening was when my underwear started falling. So they were big, not that they got big, I stretched them big, so now that you were shedding off the weight, it was obvious that they were too big. So those were the first things that I really noticed, because you were still wearing the clothes, although people would say, okay, you look, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It wasn't no fancy diet. I didn't say I'm on any Atkins diet or this diet or that diet. It was just making sure that I had my breakfast in the morning, that I had my lunch, and that I drink plenty of water. So that pink bottle over there is my water bottle that I would take with me almost everywhere, and I would fill it up with water and just continue to drink and flush the body. And the idea is that, yes, even on the weekend when I still have my chicken and chips and still treat the family to something that will say not healthy, I don't consider things not healthy. I think I consider things in terms of the quantity that you eat and the exercise or the energy that you're going to use to burn it off. So I've been on many diets before, and as soon as I get off the diet, the weight will fly right back. So, and I found that just doing what I'm doing and being content with what I'm doing and finding that space for me helped me. Miss Nadine here can witness to seeing me in the mornings and then sometimes not recognizing it's me after a while. And Mr. Taylor would see me sitting on the church wall doing my pull-ups on the roundabout. Thanks for that conference, for putting up that roundabout. It's very useful to me. And for me, it's as you start getting encouragement for others, you build your own confidence. So it becomes a part of my life that if I miss a walk in the morning, I will do it in the afternoon or do some weights. And that's pretty much my story. I am now, according to my scale, 216 pounds. According to the hospital scale, it says I'm 228. So according to the hospital scale, I would have lost 40 pounds. But according to the scale that I've been using from day one, from October, I would have lost more than that. My goal is to get to 190, at least take the pressure off the heart. Right now I can run. My checks from that was done yesterday, everything is clear, the heart is pumping nicely, and there are no issues. I just want to encourage others, it's doable, but you have to make up your mind that you want to do it. And first of all, it's about getting your health intact, and after you get the health intact, everything else starts to flow. So yes, I walk taller, and I don't need anybody to tell me that I look good, because when I look in the mirror, I say, damn, Delmaude, you looking fine today. And that keeps me going. It's costly though, because I had to change my wardrobe to find new clothes that can fit better. And moving from up to a size 24 down to a size 14 is a great achievement for me. So I just want to encourage others to take care of yourself first, and once the me is taken care of, everybody else will be happy. Thank you.